everybody. My lovely members, welcome. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, thank you so much for tuning in to this video. It is an air power class. For that, we are going to connect to the air element in this practice. Air is associated with our fourth chakra, our Anahata chakra, which resides in our heart space. So you can expect some lovely heart opening, back bends, shoulder mobilizing, just creating space in the front body, strength in the back body. Our air element in terms of a yoga practice, if you bring that into balance, you can more freely give and receive love, be more compassionate, find positivity a little better, and feel a little more clear in your mind. So I hope this practice helps that for you today. We're going to begin in child's pose. Head there when you're ready, and we will make a start. Allowing the chest to drop towards the ground, let the forehead follow. Perhaps closing the eyes, enjoying a couple of breaths to arrive into class. Maybe reach the arms, breathing in, relaxing through your exhale, soft elbows and shoulders, melting into your hip crease. Just start to connect to your breath and connect to your energy. How are you feeling today? And just connect to your heart space, feeling the ribs just gently expand with every inhale and deflate with every exhale. Allowing that breath to move outwards from your heart space, moving into all four corners of the body. And as the breath moves around the arms, the legs, down the spine, perhaps notice any areas that feel a little tight, any areas where perhaps the breath gets a little stuck. And see if you can just soften and release those sticky areas. Try and open up the path for the breath. Take a nice big deep breath in as you are. And let it go. In your child's pose, start to reach both arms a little more actively forwards towards the top of your mat. Try and leave your forehead on the ground, perhaps rising onto your fingertips. Keep expanding the breath into the armpits and the side of your waist. Leaving the chest nice and low. Start to move the hands over to the left-hand side. So pick up the head, let the head follow. Perhaps taking the hands maybe all the way off your mat on the left-hand side. Maybe even stacking the right hand on top of the left. And then allow that right armpit to drop. Breathe space down the right side of the body, sinking your right sitting bone deeper towards your right heel. And then moving the arms back into the middle, we go over to the right hand side. Just lifting the chest, hands over to the right hand side, left hand sits on top, dropping down towards the floor. So really just allowing that left armpit to drop down, breathing into the left hand side of the ribs. Moving the hands back into the middle. Start to stretch the arms towards the top two corners of your mat, sliding forwards. Keep lowering the chest towards the ground, moving into puppy pose. So chest comes to the floor and either resting the forehead to the ground or the chin, whatever is available. Bottom stays high over the knees. And see if you can relax here. Try not to resist the pose, just a couple of breaths. Lifting up ever so slightly, bending the elbows, slide forwards to come lie down on your tummy and extend the legs long behind you. Keeping the elbows tucked into the side of the ribs, lift the head and chest into our Sphinx pose. And from here, little squeeze of the glutes if needed, support through the lower back. Just start to look right and left. Add a gentle little twist here. Just easing out the spine, the shoulders, the neck. Once you've done a couple more either side, just come back into the middle, no rush. Option if you would like to extend the arms by lifting the elbows. Breathing in, breathing out, relax chest towards the ground. Bring the hands beside the ribs, push up onto your knees, come to your tabletop. Bring the knees underneath you and we flow through cat and cow. Taking a breath in, tummy drops, look forwards. Exhale, round the spine, chin tucks to chest. Inhale, tail lifts, look forwards. And exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop it in. Let's do one more. Finishing off that next exhale. As you breathe in, come back to tabletop, tuck under the toes. Downward facing dog, rise off your knees. Exhale, lift the hips. When you reach your down dog, have a little wiggle. Bend and stretch through the legs. Get out the snap, crackles, and pops from all the joints, the toes, the ankles. Perhaps finding a moment to be still in your down dog. Staying on the balls of the feet, focusing on lengthening through your tail, the lower back. Feeling the breath into your armpits and down the side of the waist. Next, inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Nice big stretch through the right leg. And just ease that right foot outside your right hand, step it forwards nice and wide. Lower the back knee to the ground, dropping into a low lizard pose. And just have a little wiggle into the hips. Keeping the back toes tucked under. From here, take an inhale and slide the hips back, lengthening through the front thigh. As you exhale, move forwards, come back to your lunge. And again, gently pull the hips back. And release it forwards. And we do that one more time. Inhale, pull the hips back. Let's take a pause in this Ardha Hanuman. Shoulders roll away from the ears, lengthen the upper back. And just bow down inside that right leg. Start to slide forwards to release that stretch, moving back into your lunge. And from here, we sweep the right leg behind us into a 3-point tabletop. Float the right leg up at the back. Maybe you relax through the left toes if they are tucked under. Right hand moves under the left shoulder. Start to get right hand under right shoulder. Now we pick up the left hand. There we go. Heel to bum. And just reach that left hand back. Try and grab your foot from the top. Now kicking the foot into the hand. Try and send the toes up. Big stretch through the left side of the chest. The more tension you create between foot and hand, the more stable this balance is going to feel. Nice back body strength. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale. Nice. And then gently release. Keep the right leg lifted, returning the left hand to floor. Step the right foot once again outside the right hand. So right foot goes forwards. Tuck under the back toes, lift your back knee, rise into a high lunge. And it'll feel a little wide in the feet, that's okay. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. Circle the hands down, frame your front foot. Hands can be on the inside if that right foot's a little bit wider. Step it back and flow through a vinyasa. Take a bend in the elbows, chest to floor or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And we return to downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out. Send the left leg to the sky. And then the left foot steps outside the left hand. Place the foot down. Back knee follows. Have a little wiggle in your lizard. And just feeling space into that left hip. We start to add the hamstring stretch. Next, inhale, slide the hips back. Exhale, gently go forwards. And again, inhale, we pull back. Exhale, forwards. Just one more. Slide the hips back, take a pause. And a bow of the chest down inside the front thigh. Releasing back to your lunge. 3-point tabletop, left leg sweeps up at the back. Once you have your balance, maybe relax through the right toes, left hand under shoulder. Release the right hand from the floor, curl heel to bum, try and grab your foot. Once you have the foot, send the toes up to the sky. Try and keep the right rib cage towards the ground, so square with the hips. Just roll back through the head of the shoulder. Push into your hand with that left foot. Toes rise up. Nice, good work. Release the right hand. Left foot steps forwards once again. High lunge. Take your time. Pick up that back knee. Arms lift overhead. Make it a little bit bigger. Melt into the hips. And then recover through your vinyasa, hands down. Step back to plank. Always that option to use the knees if needed. Chest to floor or chaturanga. Up dog, and your choice, either down dog or perhaps just child's pose. Breathe. Just take 3 breaths wherever you are. Rising to down dog if you're not already there. Just take a little moment, find some space. Make sure the feet are just hip distance apart or wider. When you're ready. Next, inhale, travel forwards, high plank. Squeeze your bottom, lower the thighs towards the ground, high cobra. Inhale, lift the hips, push back, downward dog. 2 more times. Inhale forwards, Really scoop in the belly button. As you exhale, use your glutes, lower the hips. Push the ground away, zip up the abs, downward dog. One more time, inhale forwards. Exhale down. Inhaling to lift up. And exhale back. From here, walk your feet forwards. Just come to dangle over the legs. Soft knees, feet comfortably parted. Maybe grab opposite elbow. Have a little shimmy, a little sway side to side. Release your hands to the floor, slow motion, stand up. When you reach the top, nice little shrug of the shoulders. Here we go. Arms rise up. Circle them behind your back, interlace the fingers. Bend into the knees, lengthen back the elbows, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Tummy meets thighs. Relax your head, your neck, knuckles reach away from the body. Give to gravity. Inhale. Release your hands to the floor, halfway lift. Next breath comes in. Hands to the ground, your vinyasa. Walk, step, or float. Chaturanga, elbows to ribs. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in, down dog. If available, start to lengthen the heels towards the floor by drawing up through your thighs. Don't compromise your space in the lower back. From here, right leg rises to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot outside the right hand. Staying here in your high lizard, have a little wiggle. Maybe slide that left foot a little longer back. Give yourself some space. When you're ready, next inhale, lift the hips, straightening through the front leg. Little pyramid variation. Exhale, come back to your lizard pose. And again, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop it down. One more, inhale, lift, we hold. Option here, rise the right toes so you're just on the heel of your right foot. Bending into the front knee. Start to lift the arms, rise up, find your warrior two. Spin the back heel to the floor and just adjust that right foot a little more to your midline. Take an inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, bend the knee, fly your warrior. And again, inhale up, squeeze your bottom. Exhale, right knee goes towards little toe. We do one more. Slowly start to lift on up. Hold it with legs straight. Turn toes in and then both heels in. Start to bend the knees, sitting into your goddess pose. Drawing the hands down. Release your back elbow, your left elbow onto left thigh. Circle the right arm up and over. Swapping sides, right forearm to right thigh. Left arm goes up and over. Nice. Couple of side bends, either side. Keep trying to send the knees outwards. Don't let the inner knees roll forwards. So you've still got a little bit of engagement through the glutes. Try and stay sitting down as much as you can. Try not to lift up. One more, either side, yes. Doing really well, guys. Come back into the middle and stand up. Well done. Turn the heels out, wide leg fold. Drop over the legs, your choice. Either just dangle here, you might reach for the ankles, peace finger bind. When you're ready, lifting the head slightly. Adjust the feet to point outwards. Take a side squat, landing into Skandasana, ninja pose, back of the mat, left knee. Take a breath in. Maybe you can sit your bottom down. Lifting back up, swap sides. Sit in that right knee at the front of your mat. And again, maybe a little rock back. Sit your bottom down. And then just rise it up. Good work, guys. Face forwards. Walk the hands around that right foot. Raise the arms overhead. Inhale, high lunge. Circle the arms behind your back and interlace the fingers. Once you have the interlace, just take an extra breath. Lift and lengthen the front of the body. Keep bending into front knee. Option here, keep a hold of the interlace of the fingers, lean forwards. Shift your weight over front leg, warrior 3. Float left foot off the ground. Now if the interlace is a little tight in your balance, guys, just release the arms, otherwise stay with me. If you have the interlace of the fingers, point through the left toes. Start to squeeze your left glute and lift the sole of the foot. At the same time, slightly take the gaze forwards. Lift the knuckles away from your body. Inhale. Doing really well. Exhale, great job. Stand up, release the hands. Left foot meets the right, well done. Have the feet slightly parted. Take an inhale, send the arms to the sky. As you exhale, sit down in your chair pose, bend through both knees. Hips sit back, tailbone lengthens. Make sure the knees stay parallel. Take an inhale. And exhale. Well done, stand up. So this next one, make sure you've got a little space at the front of your mat. So if you need to, half a step back into your sissy squat. Send the arms forwards, palms face down. Rise onto your tippy toes. Use your core. Now the key is to balance the shoulders and the knees. Tighten your glutes, and rather like opposite to chair pose, instead of sending the hips back, send the hips forwards and lean your shoulders back. We're aiming to slowly and gently lower the kneecaps to the floor. So you're using your glutes and the shoulders that are counterweight. Start to sit on the knees and gently they hit the floor. Yes. Well done. From here, circle the right hand behind your back. Lower the right hand onto your right heel and extend the left arm overhead. If you can, turn your gaze to the sky, single arm, camel. Squeeze your bottom. Take your time, lift up, use your abs. Sit back on your heels. A little push, catch your balance. Ground the heels, stand up, sweep the arms to the sky. Forward fold all the way down. Well done. Half lift, lengthen. Hands to the floor. Your vinyasa, walk, step or float. Downward facing dog, hips go high. Ready for the second side, left leg rises. Left foot lands outside the left hand. Keep it lifted into your lizard pose, have a wiggle. And we start to flow. Breathing in, lift the hips. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, lengthening front thigh. Exhale, bending the knee. Let's do one more. Inhale, hips lift up. We hold it here. Option to rise left toes. And just bow down towards the ground. Recover the lunge. Nice and easy, start to rise up, warrior two. Spin the back heel to the floor, adjust the left foot to the middle of your mat. Arms open, we start to fly. Inhale, extend the arms and legs. Exhale, bend the knee. And again, inhale, lift up. Let's move through the air. Exhale down. One more. Straighten both the arms and the legs. Turn the left toes in. Both heels in. Goddess pose, bend the knees. This time hands move to heart. You want to feel nice and upright through the spine. Squeeze your glutes. We're going to reach the arms forwards. And just draw a big circle with the arms outwards. Try and reach them as far open as you can. Close the arms back together. Feel the belly button pull in. And again. Arms open out as far back as you can. Squeeze shoulders. Bring them together. We got one more. And bring the hands back together. Well done. Stand up. Turn the heels out. Forward fold. Feet nice and square. Drop over the thighs. Starting to lift the head slightly. Soften the knees. Turn the feet out. Nice deep side squat at the back of your mat, ninja pose. Now come as low as you can. Keep your bottom off the floor this time. Take the right hand inside your right knee out to the side. Can you extend left arm to the ceiling? Add a little twist. Inhale. We go to the other side. Cross your space. Sit into that left knee. Same thing. Left arm goes inside and then off to the side. Extend the right arm. Come back to the middle. Plant the feet. And walk the legs around your left foot, face forwards. Rising the arms overhead, high lunge. Circle the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. We got this. Take a breath. Lean forwards. Warrior three. Float your right leg off the ground. Point through the toe. Squeeze and lift the back of the head. You want full posterior chain active. Shoulder blades, glutes. One more inhale. Well done. Standing up. Release the hands. Feet just comfortably parted. Inhale, the arms rise. Sit down, chair pose. Lengthen the tail, breathing in. Well done. Stand up, arms forwards. Sissy squat, rise to your tippy toes. Not easy this one, guys. Just concentrate. Squeeze your glutes. Scoop your tail under, lean back. Trust your lean back. You can use a hand if you need to. I want you to try and stop yourself from sticking your bottom out. The more you lean back, I promise you, the easier this is. You just got to tap into that thigh strength, that glute strength. All the way, gently, gently. And the knees hit the ground. Yes, you can. Good work. Left hand reaches back. Grab your left heel. Thighs go forwards. Right arm reaches overhead. You're sending your chest, your heart to the sky. Well done. Squeeze the abs. Come back up. Return to standing. Little sit back. Find your balance. Ground the heels. Reach overhead. Forward fold. Into your half lift. Your vinyasa. Walk, step or float. And we meet Back in down dog or child's pose. Enjoy one more breath where you are. Come back to down dog if you're not already there. Last standing sequence. When you're ready, take the right leg up to the sky. If you want to, scorpion, heel to bum, nice little twist into the hips. Rise to tippy toes, breathe in. The exhale steps the right foot forwards. Rise the arms overhead, high lunge. Take a twist to the right, open the arms wide, left hand forwards, right hand back. Start to reverse it here, so left arm goes up and the right hand reaches for the left thigh. Slowly lower your left knee towards the ground, hips slightly moving forwards. Once the left knee hits the floor, can you make it a little bit bigger? Hips forwards, shoulders back. Inhale. As you exhale, windmill the hands down, frame your front foot. Sweep the right leg behind you, 3-point tabletop like we did at the very beginning. Move your left toes out to the left-hand side. Tin open the right foot and release your right arm to the sky, baby half moon. Option to stay here or curl heel to bum, reach back and grab your foot. Think of this like half bow. Send your foot into your hand. Shin and knee parallel to the floor, open through the right shoulder. Heart is bursting forwards with the hips. Inhale. Recover the right hand to the floor. Step the right foot forwards. Adjust the left toes as you go. Pick up the right knee, rising up. Gather yourself in lunge. Okay, so we're going to do a similar thing. We're going to work a bit bigger. Hands to the floor, frame your front foot. Bring your right hand on top of your right knee, kind of front of the shin at the top. Roll onto your left foot, the little toe edge. Start to release the right knee up to the sky. Find your side plank. Now bend your standing leg a little bit so you can ground through your left sole of foot. Now we're going to start to pull the right knee behind us. As you do that, slide the right hand down your shin, try and grab your foot. The right knee keeps working behind you. Lengthen the left leg if you can and extend the foot into the hand behind your back. Well done. Inhale. Now think wild thing. Release the foot, lower the toes to the ground. Sweep the arm high. Great job. Breathing in. Yes, yogis, and recover. Find your high plank. Lovely control. Drift forwards. Exhale, vinyasa. And that's it. Good work. We go down dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Left leg goes high. Heel to bum, spin the knee if you want it. Lift to tippy toes. Left foot steps forwards. Find your high lunge lift. Into your twist to the left hand side, right arm forwards. Reverse it, right hand up, left hand down. Gently lower right knee to the floor. Make it a little bit bigger. Breathe. From here, windmill the hands down, frame your front foot. Sweep the left leg to the back, 3-point tabletop. Move the right toes to the right hand side as you open the left leg, the left hand lifts to the sky, into your baby half moon. Heel to bum, reach back, catch the foot. Foot kicks into hand, shin stays parallel to the floor. Roll back through the head of the shoulder. Inhale to your heart space. Gently release. Left foot steps forwards, top of the mat. Rise up to a high lunge. You got this. Hands to the floor. Left hand on left knee. Roll onto your back foot. Lift the left knee to the sky. Bend your standing leg, side plank, little variation. Heel to bum, slide the hand down your shin, reach for your foot. Kick foot into hand, maybe lengthen standing leg, inhale. Well done, well done. We move it to wild thing. Left toes drop down at the back. Straighten your right leg. And recover, yes, good work. Flip over and flow. Either down dog, just for a breath or two before melting back into child's pose. Gather your breath, slow it down. Child's pose if you aren't already there. Take a big breath in and let it go. Start to lift your head and just come up to sit. Slide yourself onto your bottom, legs forwards. Scooch to the top of the mat. And once you're there, feel free to use a cushion if you need to sit on something. Otherwise, bend the knees, let the knees open wide. Sole of the feet together. Maybe walk the sit bones back. Take a reach up to the sky, breathing in. As you exhale, lean forwards. Bow the head. Just relax the arms, the shoulders. Feel that space into the outer hip. Just breathe. One more inhale. Let it go. Start to lift your head, drag your hands up the shins. Use the hands to close the knees together. Straighten the legs out ahead of you. Reaching the arms forwards. You can use your hands on the ground if you need to. Otherwise, start to draw in the belly button and lie down. Squeeze those abs, slow motion. Coming all the way onto your back, gently, gently. Once you get there, enjoy a nice big stretch. And then just pull the hands down alongside the body. Palms to the floor. Bend your knees. Have the heels quite tight up towards your body, about hip distance. Start to squeeze those glutes, scoop up the hips into your bridge pose, lift. Exhale. Slowly lower the hips down, breathing in. The exhale scoops the hips up. And inhale the hips down. Just one more. Exhale. Lift. Hold it here at the top. Keep breathing. Option to interlace the fingers. Maybe scoop the shoulder blades underneath you. Maybe you rise up onto your tippy toes. Sending the hip bones to the sky. Squeeze your bottom. Hug through the inner knees. Chest moves to chin. Well done. Release the hands. Slowly lower hips gently to the floor. Release the shoulder blades from underneath you. Plant the feet down. Take your right leg to the sky. Place the right ankle across your left knee. Little flex through that right foot. Either just pressing the right thigh forwards or moving into thread the needle. Lifting the knees towards your chest. Feed your right hand in between your legs. Reach behind your left thigh or on top of the shin. Head and shoulders relax against the floor. Just breathe. Releasing the hands. Leave the legs as they are, opening the arms out wide. Roll the knees to the left until your right foot hits the floor. Finding your twist, leave your right shoulder on the ground. Maybe use your left hand, press your right thigh forwards. Releasing the left hand, knees roll back up to the middle, undo the legs, feet plant back to the ground. We swap sides. Left leg lifts, place the ankle across the right knee. Either pressing the left thigh forwards, maybe that's enough. Or if you want a little more, knees come up to the chest. Reach through, grab right thigh or shin. Feel it into that left glute. Just one more breath. Release the arms. Open them wide, add your twist. Knees roll over to the right hand side until your left foot hits the floor. Perhaps using your right hand to send the left knee slightly forwards. Let go. Take your time, release your twist. Perhaps both knees at your chest, give yourself a little hug. And then when you're ready, Shavasana. Great work. Just send the legs long, relax the arms to wherever is most comfortable. This final rest at the end of the practice. Close your eyes, melt against the floor, and just enjoy a little pause. Breathe in, breathe out. Invite a little movement into your fingers and your toes. Take a big stretch, arms reach overhead. Hug your knees up into your chest, give yourself a hug. Gently roll over to one side. Rise to a comfortable seated position, perhaps leaving the eyes closed. Nice straight back. Take a deep breath in through your nose, open the mouth side away. And just notice how you now feel. That connection to the air, in yourself, in your heart space, in your breath. Closing your palms together at the heart center. Thank yourself for the time and the energy you've given to your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Any questions, you know where to find me. Get in touch. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that air element yoga practice. I'll see you in another class soon.